So this is one of the kind of guys that makes me feel bad about myself. Professional baseball player, TV analyst, guitarist, family man. Now you're analyst for Nesson. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and I'm mediocre at everything I do. I got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm pretty mediocre, except for the family thing. Hopefully. Ask my wife, but I try my best.
Well, we see you rolling in, and you've got one of those Octomom strollers. How many you got? You got a lot of kids there, huh?
My wife has been pregnant half the time I've known her, and I can only say that for a certain amount of time. But we've been married for 8 years. She's been pregnant for half of those. We have 4 kids, 7, 5, 3, and 9 months, and they were there last night at the VIP gig, wearing their earmuffs and whatnot.
They look like they were on the deck of like an aircraft carrier, bringing the F-15s in with the. But I mean, it's loud. I felt like I wanted to snag one off your kid's head and protect my hearing.
Yeah, I mean, my youngest, my 9-month-old, I felt like it was squeezing his little head, but he was a trooper. He tried to pull it off a couple times, but after a while, he just gave in, and maybe he realized that it's protecting those young ears.
So where did the music thing come in? Because, I mean, I've tried to teach my kids, focus on one thing, get really good at that, follow your passion, but you're playing on stage with all these great musicians and Hot Stove, and, I mean, pretty impressive. Where did that all start?
I've been a fan of music since, I guess, the day I was born. My dad took me to see the Grateful Dead when I was 5. There's been music playing in my house ever since the day I was born. The Rolling Stones, Beatles, The Who, Richard Thompson, Fairport Convention, the Grateful Dead, Hot Tuna, whatever. I could go on for days and days. These are different bands that have been a staple of my life and from childhood to now, and I'm kind of doing the same thing in my house too. There's always kind of whether it's music playing in the background or me playing guitar for the kids, it's just part of the way we live. Music and baseball, they go hand in hand too. So it's kind of easy for me to kind of love both of them, really.
And you've been Red Sox, was it the A's and the Royals? I mean, that's Kansas City just wins the Super Bowl. I mean, who? And you don't have to say this because you're on Nesson. What's your city? Where's your DNA lie?
Well, I'm from Florida originally, okay, but my dad's favorite ball player was Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams. My favorite pitcher growing up was Roger Clemens. I mean, we would have pictures of family members on our wall, and then a random picture of Ted Williams hitting a home run. I had a Roger Clemens poster growing up, so me and my dad were Red Sox fans. Him being a Ted Williams fan, and me, Roger. So I'm a Boston guy. I live in Rhode Island now. I moved to Rhode Island from Florida, so it's an easy commute when I do the Nesson gig, and I do pitching lessons down there as well. And
okay, so this is why I don't think you're a real Boston guy. An easy commute. This city is a nightmare for that. I mean, good luck. What do you have, a helicopter? How do you get in?
Smart Park. It parks your car.
Right. There you go. You got a Hyundai for free for saying that. That's pretty good.
I don't even know what brand that is, but yeah, I don't have the Boston accent. I will admit it, because I am a Floridian. My dad's from Jersey City. My mom's from Atlanta. They met in Miami. That makes me a true Floridian, if you think about it. But in 2004, my first year in Boston, the fans adopted me. I was part of the 2004 club, and it's very special, for me to be a part of that. And I recognize how special it is. And when me and my wife decided to kind of move somewhere, we said, well, why don't we go to New England? We always loved it. She lived in Rhode Island when she was a kid, and it wasn't too difficult a decision to make.
In Florida is Boston, South Boston, and I mean, you go down there, and it's like the Fenway replication, and you see the Boston Globe and Herald and the newspaper boxes down there. I mean, Ted Williams lived down there. I mean, you got Wakefield's got a house down. I mean, everybody's got down there.
But you don't get the wonderful weather, though. You get the great weather up here. You got snow up to your knees 1 month. The next month, you're at the beach. You don't get that in Florida. I'm game for different seasons. I want to change in every season. In Florida, it's 80 degrees on Christmas Day sometimes. I grew up in it. I was over it. Good for you in Florida if you like that. I'm 40. Maybe one day I'll do the snowbird thing. But at this point, I like shoveling snow. Keeps me young. Keeps me active.
I'm starting to think you're nuts. I mean, I don't know.
I'm left-handed, so I'm happy.
I'm lefty. I'm left-handed as well. More presidents have been left-handed than right-handed. Did you know that?
I did not.
Left-handed trivia.
I did not know that at all.
We're very creative. We've dominated the world, lefties, southpaws.
Well, I'm a lefty, but I play guitar righty because if you walk into a music store, 99% of the guitars are going to be right-handed. So
You bat left-handed?
I bat left-handed. I brush my teeth left-handed. I taught myself to bowl right-handed, though, when I was playing because, for obvious reasons, you don't want to throw your shoulder out bowling.
I shoot a basketball right-handed. I throw left-handed. I swing left-handed, and I play golf right-handed.
That's just weird, man. Basketball right-handed? How do you sleep?
I know. And I think it has something to do with, I'm like, bad eyesight over here, so I'm like, okay, I can see the hoop.
This eye closed, like.
The golf was just because I couldn't afford left-handed clubs. You know, I got hand-me-down clubs.
That makes sense. I golf lefty, but I could golf righty and probably shoot the same. That's how good I am. And so.
Well, up here we get 3 months to play golf, so.
Well, you got to take advantage of those 3 months, right? That's the beauty of it. You know, in Florida, you might 12 months of beautiful weather. Now you love it, right?
So up there tonight, what are you expecting? Is there a moment there that you're excited about playing with any new people? What can the fans expect? Give me a pregame speech.
I'll be the guy in the background playing an acoustic guitar with my eyes like this the whole time, kind of deer in the headlights, because I play guitar on stage typically at this event, and the rest of the time is on the couch with my kids. But I think I'm playing 3 or 4 tunes tonight, a couple Rolling Stones songs, a Bowie song, and a Dexy's Midnight Roller song, Come On Eileen. And I just don't want to screw up, to be honest. I'm just going to go out there and try my best. This is like a post-game speech. Went out there and tried my best, and we'll see where the chips fall.
I got some like lighter fluid in my bed. You should do the Jimi Hendrix. Dude,
it's a hot foot right there. Give you a hot foot on the bench.
Get out there. You know, if you want to, you want to get some attention here. You're viral tomorrow. Light the guitar on fire. Play it with your teeth. I mean, that's the rock and roll style right there.
I brought a vintage Epiphone Frontier from 1964. So if I were to light that guy on fire, it would be heartbreaking for a lot of different reasons.
I talked to Peter Gammons. He said he's smashing his guitar on stage into the drum kit. That's what he said. And you know, he's full of rage. He'll get pissed.
Peter's first band in the 50s, I think it was the Fabulous Penetrations. So, I mean, with a band name like that, you're smashing guitars, right?
Well, kick ass tonight. You know, light that thing up, and we'll maybe talk to you afterwards as you're coming down.
All right.
You know, like you got to go out and you got to get that, like Axl Rose. You know, how do they come down after that high? You're like Eddie Van Halen or something.
I'm not going to wear the spandex, the Axl Rose spandex. I'm not going to do that. I can do the crab thing if I was singing, the crab walk.
Cut to that right now. All right, man. Thank you.